Hello, hello, hello! Welcome. How you guys doing? Today we're gonna be talking a lot about Honkai and the upcoming characters. If you would want to pull for the next characters coming soon, or save your Jades. Especially that there are a lot of cool stuff we know that are coming. Maybe in a year, yes, but you still want to consider pulling carefully on the characters you need. So I have with me now Killua and Adamas. We're gonna talk more about the upcoming characters, which I have very little knowledge about any of them, even the names. So yeah, I'll let them talk about the current characters in the version and the next one. And yeah, so let's start with Killua. What do we know about the Fox guy? Because I thought he was nerfed, and you guys told me he's still good. So yeah.
Anyways, my name is Killua, your favorite character, Hunter x Hunter. But yeah, he did apparently get nerfed in the beta because he can't heal anymore like he heals in the story. But that doesn't mean he makes him bad. Allegedly, he buffs Aggron's damage a lot more because the way he adds vulnerability on the field is basically active through the whole match. So your whole team is basically doing more damage in general. So he's basically a better Pela in a sense.
Better Pale, okay.
Yeah.
But like, if you have Pale at E6, would you actually need to pull him?
No, you don't need. In my opinion, you don't need to pull him because I don't think the damage difference gonna be that huge compared to like if you take out JQ for Pela, it's not that big of a difference. You could pair them both together in the same team though, with Aggron. That'd be like, I guess, the
So
most damage you get out.
he doesn't
Aggron.
heal, but you still need like a sustain on the
No,
team, or no?
no, he doesn't heal. He's just mostly a debuffer.
So like he would take the place of Sparkle, so it'd be. I mean, this is talking about a Kara on E0,
No,
right?
he's just a replacement for Pela.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So on
but
an E0 team, he
that's
would.
kind of hard to do because that's not even Aggron's best team, in my opinion. Aggron's best team's like Aggron, Kafka, Black Swan, and Rome. That's Aggron's best team, in my opinion. And you're not gonna replace Black Swan because her DOT and her defense shred is very good, and her epiphany from her ultimate.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to put Jack Q with well, it's not hard. It's just do you really need him? Like, is he like a necessity? No. Is he good? Yes, but he's not like game breaking.
Yeah, I feel like at this point you just pull for characters you like. So if you really like the character, go for it. If you just have replacements and you don't need the characters specifically, then just skip.
But if you love Akron like she's like your girl and whatnot, go for Jackie if you want to. But if you like for Anchor Klee, got like multiple teams. You got all the characters. Well, almost all the characters. You don't need Jackie at all.
Yeah, because besides Charon, like who else does he support?
DOT.
I think this DOT.
But do they actually need him?
No.
No, you don't need him. That's the whole point. He's very good. You just don't need him.
No.
Now he might be like better in the future, like depending on what characters they release in the future. But we can't predict like how good or bad the characters gonna be in the next few patches because there's always been buffs and nerfs in betas.
Yeah, true. The point with him, he's in heal tier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like on a DOT team, you're gonna have Kafka, Black Swan, and let's say one Mei and Who. So he doesn't really have a place on that team.
No. He's
not
mostly
really.
falls like part of like unreplaceable units or not reasonable to get.
Yeah. They probably just because like they have to sell the character, so they might like drop some content that where he actually like overperform other characters, but I don't think that on the long run he's gonna be
Mhm.
better.
Like,
No.
like he has like a very niche thing going for him, which is vulnerability. Which vulnerability is as strong as debuff. It
Mhm.
just is. It's like comparatively. I don't know if it's stronger than defense shred, but I
I
know
think
it's
Yeah,
it's the
like.
same. I think it's stronger in defense. Sure.
I mean,
Cindy
it
has
is.
toughness.
Okay, if it is, then yes, then it is the strongest debuff in the game, which only he can do like the whole match. It's
yeah,
just it's just you already have all these DOT characters, and you're already clearing MOC, Apocalyptic Shadow, and Pure Fiction, and like similar universes, harder
mm,
stages like Swarm, Divergent Universe, and Golden Gears. It's not. He he would have to like give like a 20% more damage or something for you
mm,
to consider even getting him, which I don't think he's even doing it.
yeah.
No.
But he's good as self DPS, right?
You can make him a sub DPS if you want to.
Yeah, I just feel like he really in like very hard competition with other characters to be in the team, unless you actually like the character. Like he's one of those characters that like if you really like his design, his story, and whatever, yeah, just pull for him and play. He's gonna be really good. But
Yeah,
if you already have
Yeah.
the other characters that fill his role, do it better. There is no need to pull him, in my opinion. I
but
guess.
I guess like if I say like I'm free to play, I have Kafka, but I don't have Black Swan. I
Mm.
think you should pick up Jakio.
Yeah.
If you
He's
don't
one
have
of
Black
those
Swan,
characters that you
Yeah,
don't have Black Swan. Yeah.
um, that gets
but yeah,
us to
that's
You
my
the
want
opinion.
that gets us to the rerun point. So if Black Swan is on the rerun next patch, that's confirmed. Because we would know that in the live stream. So wouldn't it be better to pull Black Swan over him?
In my opinion, yes.
Yeah.
well, it depends what you're making. You have DLT, I would say get Black Swan. You don't have DLT, you can probably pull for him.
Yeah,
Mm, yeah. Okay. So that's for the current patch. Wait, who reruns with him? Sparkle, right?
Sparkle.
yeah.
Yeah, Sparkle. she's she's pretty good to have. So if you have a Charon, if you have actually any DPS, if you have Imbibitor Lune, she works with almost anyone. But if you have a very good Bronya, in my opinion, I don't think you have to go out of your way to pull for her. But she's still amazing to have, in my opinion. Um, what do you guys think? Like Sparkle, like in this upcoming banners, Sparkle or Joaquin, whatever his name is,
Hmm. I would say,
Jiaoqu. Oh,
in
the
my
Joker.
opinion,
Yeah,
I would say
oh yeah, that's his name for now, the Joker.
the Joker. Yeah,
joke. In my opinion, I think Sparkle is a very nice character to have
yeah,
due to like skill points use, and a lot of characters are becoming a lot of teams are becoming more skill points heavy,
yeah.
and having her is very good for like dual DPS teams. So
Yep.
I'll say Sparkle is still usable.
Like Sparkle works with the Mimitor Lune, works with the Charon, works with what's his name? What's his name? The Jing Yuang, bro. She makes Jing Yuang on another level. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. In my opinion, if you go out to pick between Jiaoqu and Sparkle, Sparkle is the better option, in my opinion.
yep,
Just like Adam has mentioned, the extra skill points is very helpful. So you're allowed to use more skill points,
yep.
which equals to more damage, and you can not die. And you could
And
also like if you're one of those people, Sparkle is on zero cycle teams.
yeah, and
If you want to,
DPS has more
you want to do
chances
that,
to
you pick
attack.
up Sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
And especially against Sparkle's Lycon, oh yeah, you're definitely cooking.
Yep. I had to actually sell my Genshin account.
Which is a great choice.
Yeah, it was
Oh, and also,
the best trade of my
and
life.
Sparkle is also a crit support too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about the current patch. Now I'm gonna get into some part which I didn't want to get into previously on my channel, which if you got far into this video, thank you so much. But now we're gonna talk about some leaks. Of course, none of them is confirmed, but we have some data that we want to share about the upcoming characters. So we have the FEIXIAO, whatever her name is,
FEIXIAO.
FEIXIAO, the girl, yeah,
Yeah.
and the girl looks like Sparkle, or Noelle,
Linksha.
Linksha, yeah. And how good they are in the current game, and are they good for the long term? They're just good for collection.
Enemies, you can go first.
Yeah.
Okay, for my opinion with Shao, I feel like she is very dependable. Her outcome of damage is very good. I would say she is very similar to Seele at the time, so like, and what Acheron is. But the problem with her team is very specific of what it is. Like, you want to put her mostly on the follow-up team, but I feel like you could also use like a hyper carry team, but you mostly want the follow-up team. If you don't have the follow-up team or any of those characters, you'll see a lack of damage. But as a DPS, I feel like she is very good to get, but very dependable because a lot of the good DPS you have nowadays are AoE based. So I would say FEIXIAO falls in that dependable must or nice to have characters.
So, like, from what you guys said, that she's Hunt, yeah, that we know, and she has a follow-up.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the ultimate counts as a follow-up as well.
Ultimate counter?
Counts as a follow-up.
Oh, the ultimate counter. Oh, that's actually nice. So she's everything that we wanted Seele to be, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
so
what about her speed?
Oh, her speed on the beginning was 125 base. That
Okay.
had been nerfed to 114.
It's still good,
So-
right? Like,
If you want to use attack boosts, yeah.
yeah.
but allegedly, quote unquote, allegedly, she doesn't have speed substats or traces now.
Oh,
That too.
So, assuming it's true, then it's really required to have speed boots and some speed substats on
mm.
your FEIXIAO. Which before, you could get away with attack boots and some speed substats to be fine.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
now it's like, oh, you really need speed boots.
I see. What about her light cone? Is it a must? Is it like necessary to make her actually good?
Her
It falls in
Lycon
that. I would say you
Sorry.
must. The Lycon
There's-
does so much stuff on that. It does so much stuff on based on her kit that is required. Same like Acheron, but I don't think it's that needy of getting like Acheron was back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like of course no limited 5-star needs to the Lycon. It's just you can do with 4-star Lycons. But for FEIXIAO, I don't know the calculations, but I'm gonna assume the damage difference is pretty significant compared to like the free herder 5-star Lycon or like the 4-star variants.
Really?
So like if you want to get the most out of your FEIXIAO, should definitely consider getting a Lycon.
Mm.
Or
Similar
if you're
to
a
Seele.
main. No, similar to Seele. They're probably similar.
Yeah, I feel like
But if you're like
she's a better Seele.
but if you're like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, she is a better ceiling.
Um.
The fact that she can do follow-up attacks,
Yeah.
you're constantly doing more damage. Like it adds up over time.
Yeah.
And
Because
then her ultimate is just
Mm.
it just is.
remember at the start of the game, we all thought that Seele's attacks are follow-up, and we all went to get the elation buffs from Simulated Universe, thinking, oh, Seele's gonna be more broken, but it doesn't really affect her. Now with elation, like her with elation now is gonna actually be broken.
Wait, did people think her thing was a follow-up?
At the start of the game, yeah. The first 2 weeks,
What-
people thought that this is what follow-up means.
I'm
So-
sorry. I'm sorry, but I swear 90% of gacha pitches don't fucking read.
No.
Bro, just read her kid, please. She
No,
doesn't do follow-ups.
there was a big like post on Reddit, people actually realizing finally that she's not a follow-up character.
Yeah, they
That's
don't.
what that's
Yeah,
for.
gacha players just don't read.
Don't read. Right? You see big damage and like
I bet some of y'all in the comments don't read. Sorry.
But what's more about her support? Like, who is she gonna be with? Like May or like Bronya or like Sparkle?
In my
The follow-up
opinion,
team.
her. Yeah, in
Follow-up
my
team?
Yeah.
her plus Topaz
Oh,
is gonna be
no.
very good. Yes,
Oh
your
no.
favorite character Topaz.
Then I'm gonna skip. Okay.
Nah. You're not. You're obligated to get her. Okay, but actually, for the like, my opinion, her best support is like Topaz.
Mm.
The fact that she can do follow-up attacks a lot is already benefiting Topaz
It's
and
like
her.
Topaz and Robin.
And
Yeah, Topaz and Robin.
Yeah.
yeah, Robin is also like a best support for FEIXIAO because the extra damage from her ultimate helps.
Yep.
So
And
pretty
but
much,
yeah.
people with the main follow-up team, you're just replacing Dr. Ratio.
Yeah.
Pretty much same thing.
Sorry, Ratio. You had your time.
speaking of Dr. Ratio, he also might get a rerun. So anyone consider
But
going
not
for his light cone or?
if you love Ratio, go for it.
Mm.
But I don't think it's needed at all, to be honest. Even though his Lyco is very good.
Yeah, it is.
The point is,
But you can make do with the Herta Lycon.
Yeah.
Or Sustain's Lycon too.
I use this to Shang Light
like
cone.
the problem is, if you're using FEIXIAO, she's also using a lot of skill points. So having these two characters using skill points is not viable for the team.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, FEIXIAO, Topaz, Zesterine, and Robin. Robin's not used well. You'll catch the user if she needs energy, but Zesterine doesn't need to use his skill point because his shield is always up.
Yeah.
So
and Robin,
you don't need to use Topaz's skill either, because her basic is considered a follow-up attack.
What does FEIXIAO scale of? Like attack or?
attack.
Wouldn't Hoo be better than Aventurine? Because Hoo gives you 50%.
So
Well, it
you
depends
can,
what you want. Use both
yeah, it
of them,
depends
I
what you
think.
want. If you, of course, you want to do more damage, you put Hova.
Yeah.
But the problem is, FEIXIAO doesn't. She has the same thing like Acheron, to where she gets like stacks and not energy.
I
So
see.
Hova's energy won't work.
Yeah. Okay. She's not really gonna be good there.
Her attack would be nice, but she won't get the energy because she doesn't have energy. She has like stacks.
That gets us to the next character, which is the next abundance character. Lingsha?
Linksha.
See, I got the name right. Where does she stand in the abundance scene? Like Locha level, Gallagher, Hoo.
You can go ahead.
And in my opinion, she falls in a very complicated role because her main purpose is to kind of be replacing Gallagher. Because what she does, she's increased the break damage
Ooh, nice.
to all. Yeah. And another thing that she does good is that her ultimate, she has follow-up attack, and her skill are all AoEs. So if you're using Firefly's skill, applying all fire attacks, fire weakness, her AoEs will make it easier for Firefly to have the break enemies stats and increase the break damage. So mostly it's just a better Gallagher, but I don't think it's like if you're using Gallagher, you use Gallagher as well.
But if you have like E6 Gallagher, would you actually need her with the current, information we have about her?
Another problem she faced is that she used skill points, and if you don't have E1 Firefly, you're gonna start using. You're gonna see a lot of less skill points for attacks.
Yeah.
But if you make the break effect team breaker set for her, she can become a sub DPS as well. So that's another pro in her concept. But
Yeah.
between her, I will still say Huhu is better because Huhu is more universal than her. She's mostly one falls. Mostly could put in the follow up team as well because she has a follow up, but mostly on the break effect team.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna mention like she could also be on the follow team solely because she has a follow up attack, which is very good. So she's not just for break; she could be on like on the follow up team. But yeah, Huohe is more universal than Lingsha. So in that sense, Huohe is better. But
Yeah.
Lingsha's final kit's not finalized, so
Yeah,
I don't know if they
that's
go
too.
like her increase like her break damage, or they change something in her kit that makes her a little bit better. But yeah, I really like how Lynx is looking. It's just, is she a must summon? If you love Firefly Super Break Team, I think you should go for Linksha, in my opinion. But if you have E6 Gallagher, I don't think it's like needed.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like the team.
But
I feel like
she
the
is.
break team is in a good spot.
But if you like Linksha because she's very hot, then go for it.
Yeah, she looks like Sparkle, right?
No, she looks like Noah from 3.
But for people like who are probably started a game that got Firefly, I would say she's very good to have.
Yeah.
Oh
But
yeah, you played around right when Firefly came out, yeah, you definitely go for Linksha.
I don't know if she falls in that category of a must summon, mostly because I think Gallagher is still doing his good job. He's not like Gallagher was bad before her.
Nah, he's
She
good.
does more AoE attacks. She
Wait.
does more AoE attacks.
You brought up
Yeah.
an important thing. You're saying the category of must summon character. Is there any character that got there yet other than Ruan?
You can
Robin,
argue.
Sparkle.
Yeah,
Robin
argue.
must
You can
summon?
argue Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Robin, Acheron, Firefly, Rome.
Firefly, yeah.
That's like the 4 quote unquote must summons.
Yeah. Because
So you can probably put Sparkle as well.
Sparkle is about to get there.
I'm
She's almost there, you know?
See, I'm not gonna say she's a must summon solely because Rome, she goes on every team you could think of. Sparkle
Yeah.
now. She's mostly for like hyper carry teams.
Yeah, she's just a contender, a very contender.
But she is. I'll say she is up there.
Yeah.
Robin, like people think Robin's only good for follow team, which is not the case because she's on a 0 cycle team too. So she could be on hyper carry and build DPS teams.
Damage wise is very good.
Yeah, like the fact that her ultimate is that good and advances for your whole team just makes her that good.
Yeah.
Yep. I think we covered everything, right?
No, one you say we're gonna talk about the Fate Club.
Yeah,
Fate Club, yeah.
Yeah, the most important thing. So with like all these characters that we're talking about, like I'm gonna show my account for example, right? Because I'm playing since the first minute with the servers coming out, so I have a lot of characters, and I don't feel like I need to pull for any other characters, right? Like if you have Acheron and Firefly, you're actually set for the entire game. So if you're a Fate fan who is in a similar situation where you already have almost all of these characters, do you really want to pull for any other characters in the future until the Fate collab?
Yeah, but this in the context of that. Like I said, with the break team days, they're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Like I said, like for Lingsha and Gallagher, they're like in between, but I say like Gallagher is still well good. If we go by Fate, another thing about collabs, like any game we play, shout out to Grand Cross.
Ew.
But in any game we have collabs, it's a time limited event, and when they're gone for a long time. So when it comes to collabs like Fate, you probably want to get these units regardless if you don't like them or they're bad
Yeah.
because you don't know where they come back.
And the fact that they
Yeah.
announced this a year ahead, it means it's gonna be big. It could even be 2 patches for whatever, like, because they're making a planet from the information we know, so they're not gonna make a planet for just one version.
I don't think 2 patches. That depends.
Yeah, the fact that they're making a whole planet, that means we're gonna get multiple characters from Fate.
Yeah.
Multiple characters.
Yeah.
That's
Or-
how I was doing. So like, with like, if we really want to like get all the Fate characters and guaranteed to get at least one copy
Yep.
in the light cone, you're gonna have to save a good amount of Stellar Jades for that.
And I did some calculations. You know, it's very basic, nothing too hard to make. We've been getting almost from 75 to 80-ish every version since the game release. So we're gonna get similar amount, maybe even more, going forward, right? And Fate should be here within 9 versions.
Around this time.
Yeah, around this time.
Yeah,
So
around this
let's say 9 to 8 versions from now. So that's around 700 pulls that you can save. Free to play, not having any, you know, monthly or battle pass. If you have those, it's an extra, great. But if you're free to play, consider your pulls. Consider the characters you want to get. There is an anniversary that we're gonna pass by, the 2nd anniversary for Star Rail, which definitely will be something big, but again, if you have all these characters, do you still want to pull again? Like, the one thing that I keep just, you know, mentioning is how Seele, till this day, is still viable in almost all the in-content that they have, in-game content. So, all the characters are gonna work. If you invest in them, you give them the right team and the right relics, they're gonna work. So, don't pull for characters you don't like. That's the first thing. Just don't follow anything that tells you, oh, this is a must summon, just go for this, go for this. This is just clickbait like for views videos. I will never make a video tell you this is a must summon character. Unless it's actually like the most broken, like unless it's something like Ruan Mei. Probably I will make that video, but I don't think there is any other character in the game on her level. So it's very hard to make that video.
To put up
Yeah, I
another
didn't-
point. To put another point, mostly summon for characters that you actually will use a lot,
Yeah.
not just characters you use once and every time, and just leave them in the dust to
Yeah.
dry.
Mm-hmm. Like I think I did that mistake with one of the characters I pulled, which was what's his name?
Jenga one.
No.
Jenga one man's gonna be in the comments.
No. I main Jing Yuan. He's the best. I made that issue with Silver Wolf, right? I did hate Silver Wolf for the longest time since her release until Acheron came out. Then I started to use Silver Wolf. But for like 6 months, I actually never used Silver Wolf. She was just there in my box. I just never used her.
I think that was
Box 60, man.
kind of the same. Well, I don't think it was as bad as yours, but I did use her a lot until like I guess I started getting more limited 5-star because I just stopped using Serolf.
Yeah.
Because like I'm covering all the elements. I don't need Serolf.
But the reason I pulled because
Yeah.
everyone was saying she's a must summon. She's the most longevity character potential.
At the time, yeah.
At the
Because
time,
Yeah.
at the time she was like the best freaking thing since sliced bread. So yeah.
but as time passed, I feel like her value dropped due to Firefly, Boot Hill, and Acheron. Now
And you have, like,
FEIXIAO.
Pella.
Yeah, like Pele is being used more. Well, I don't know the statistics, but I personally use Pele more.
I use
than
Pella more than
Serpent.
any other.
Yeah.
I think I use Pella the most character in the game. I just want to mention that.
My most used character, well, it was Brian, and then now it's Rome.
Yeah, Rome too, of course.
Yeah.
Brian because silver hair woman's on top. Second Rome.
Yeah, this is almost 30-minute video. Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining. It's actually nice
Make sure
making.
y'all subscribe to Adamus so you get boosted 20% luck. Also, go down in the comments what your thoughts on about the new characters and reruns. If y'all agree or disagree with our opinions.
Yep.
And
Thank you
again,
guys
this is
again.
our opinions. Don't
Yeah,
hate us.
just opinions, right? I mean, they're right.
Sure.
They're not wrong, but it is what it is. Let me also know if you like these type of long videos, so I can make more of them in the future. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe and bye.